All right, K-Day Nation, I'm excited because I caught up with this man at the Slim 400 premiere of the docuseries Killing Hip Hop. And I saw you and I was like, bro, we got to get you in the station. Compton Menace is here at K-Day Studios. Thank you so much.
For sure. Appreciate you for having me.
Hey, for reals. Well, I've seen you around. You're out and about. You're doing big things. And we just have never been able to really just tap in.
Yeah.
So now that I got you, I was like, yes. And, of course, Compton. You know, my family's from Compton, so Compton Menace. But let's take it back to CPT. We're going to take it back to Hub City. How would you say the hood influenced you and shaped you and your sound of music? Because I would assume it would be with the K-Day culture.
Yeah, for sure. But K-Day definitely always been a big part of the culture because we was based off my neighborhood I grew up in. My influence is really the motorcycles, the lowriders, and that type of thing from the people in my community. You feel me? It wasn't all about like drugs and shit like that. I mean, but they were more interested in the cars and the lowriders and the engines and stuff like that. So that was a big influence for me, and that turned into the music.
Absolutely. Now, what's the hardest part though? Because we're in LA, where everybody moves to LA to make their dreams come true. What's the hardest part about making it in the LA music scene? Especially for you, because sometimes I think you expect a little bit more because it's like in my backyard. Yeah,
for sure.
But that means it's even harder.
Yes, it's always like that, especially in your own home. But a lot of people don't want to continue to grind. You feel me? A lot of people give up early and stop what they're doing early because they feel like that they're not receiving anything. You know, but this is a lifelong progress, lifelong.
Did you ever feel like wanting to give up at some point?
Yeah, at some point, always. But at the end of the day, I always say just be another man that didn't make it, you know, and that always kept me motivated. And, you know, my little kids looking up to what I do, and that keep me want to do more and keep going.
So you're like, I got to definitely continue that.
For
now,
sure.
Kendrick just dropped the video for Not Like Us, which he shot in Compton. What's your take on what he's done for the city and the culture with just one song for the entire West, I should say?
It was just a good time. It was the pot was boiling for something like that, not the beef, but the organized of the communities to come together and under one thing as a West Coast thing, you know, and that was always big. And I always appreciated what Kendrick K-Dot did for, you know, the community and what did for the West Coast.
But isn't it crazy, like, how everybody's, like, not even the West Coast is celebrating, it's literally, like, throughout the country.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's more about the West Coast than it is about Drake. You feel me? Even though it's a big diss record, but I think the song just made a lot of people have fun out here in the West.
And remembered, like, this is what the West is all about.
Yeah, for sure. And he had a lot of elements of the culture in there, and that was dope. Motorcycles, the cars, he had the dancers, you know, the gangsters. He had everything in there.
Everything that made up the culture of Compton.
Facts. I was out there. I put some cars out there.
You did? How did it feel, though? You out there. You're the Kendrick. This is big for the West Coast.
Yeah, facts. And this is after like a big Compton-Pablo peace treaty. So now seeing everybody get to really come together and function at one time, that was a big thing. It was more like, damn, we could go over here now. And a lot of people came together and, you know, had a good time. It was dope.
Right.
It was at the right time. That's it.
I heard that. Listen, let's talk about your relationship with Nip. What was your experience with Nipsey like? And I know he had to put you up on game because he cared a lot about his homeboys.
Facts. Me and Nip, we go to the studio multiple times and just have conversations for about 8 hours.
No,
you feel
right.
me? Yeah, that's the type of dude Nip was, and you know, it was always an interesting thing because nothing was regular. Even in time, I say 2011, I'm like, bro, I got a big show. Come up here. He like, cut my hair right down. I said, man, get up here. It's going to be big, bro. You just drop your, you know. He came up there and rocked out. It was a big crowd. Dub Show 2011. And he always supported. We've been on tour before with the game, and he always supported me. What I was doing, I always supported what he was doing. And just to watch him grow to the man that he became was, you know, dope.
Did he influence you musically, or was it more business? Because he was also
a lot of ways. I respect him as a man, period. So when you look up to something like that, it's everything that he do is something different. You feel me?
Now, Compton Menace, you have said before that Nip was our modern day Pac.
Yeah.
Why do you say that, if you can go into detail with that?
Well, I gave it go deeper because if you look at the generations that's coming up that follow Nipsey, they really don't know about Tupac. You feel me? And Nip died young. He was on a good path, a positive person in different communities across the world. You know, so a lot of people look up to that. You didn't know him just for gangbanging and negativity. You know him from bringing things together and positivity. You know, so a lot of people gonna look up to that for years to come, decades.
I agree with you. I feel like the one thing that I see when I see Pac and when I see Nipsey, they were both for the community.
Yeah,
they were both for the people in the community.
Facts.
So in term, would I be wrong to say even almost like a community activist, almost like doing that
bigger than that? I wish I had a bigger word than that.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So let's talk about aside from music, okay? Because we have seen you on the big screen. And you were in that movie with Hilary Swank. Is it FATALE? FATALE. Yeah, FATALE. How did that come about? And you're from Compton. And you're standing next to Hilary Swank. You gotta talk to me about that whole
She a dope person too. She a dope person.
Is she?
She was on set with her husband. Shout out to Deion Taylor. Shout out to Tyron Turner. Because Tyron, that's who really called me like, hey, I got a role for you, my boy Deion. I'm like, shit, I mean, for sure. So it was all a good thing, good experience. Michael Wheatley, shout out to him. He a dope person. I got to meet him, chop it up with him.
What did your family say? They're like, yo, you on the big screen with Hillary?
Yeah, that was.
We from Compton, what?
Yeah, Hillary was the conversation. You know, she killed me in there too. So Hillary was the conversation about a lot of different situations, but she just an overall dope person.
That's awesome. So being, you know what I mean, from Compton, rapping to doing movies, are we going to be able to see you in more movies coming out?
Yeah, we're working on, it's a couple movies coming out, and I go shoot for a movie on the 13th, and then we're working on our own movie called The Park.
The Park?
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, I don't want to say it's based off of, it's based off of reality, but it's a drama comedy too, as a Friday. You feel me? But it's just a simple thing, a simple place, simple community. But this is the mecca of where everybody comes to. So every scene, you could just go bring your Kool-Aid and a cup of popcorn and just sit back and something is gonna happen.
At the park.
At the park. Something is gonna happen. You feel me?
Now, are you writing, directing, or what's going on with the park? I'm trying to find out, guys, because I definitely want to check it out.
Well, I don't want to take too many titles, but it's a couple different people involved, you know, and it's just it's a good thing. I feel like it's gonna be big for the culture too, as well.
What do you enjoy more?
Man, I enjoy everything. Where I come from, I enjoy more working on cars and.
Get out of here! Than anything else?
Yeah, facts.
I would never even guess that you would be working on cars.
Yeah, because you could see what you did. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if it's making a bunch of noise and there's something wrong with it and you fix it and you actually get to see that you made it better, that's going to motivate you to keep doing other things. I work on everything.
For real?
I got 85 colors outside right now.
Oh, my God. So you really about that lowrider
No,
scene.
yeah, facts.
Now, is there any specific role you'd want to play but never have that you would have to dig deep into that character?
See, you think straight out of Compton, I didn't dig deep because... But now it's a lot of different things that I want to experiment with it and, you know, test out. I could be a doctor, a lawyer. I could be
You can be anything you put your mind to.
Yeah, president. You could see me as a president on a movie.
Now let's talk about your song "I Love L.A." because that's why I really grabbed him in here today. You guys, you have "I Love L.A." You have a new song that's called "Pray for Me." He has a couple new songs, but those are the two that were like really hit me. That were my favorite. Well, I love LA just because you're pulling in a lot of like LA like stomping grounds, if you will, and I love that. You know what I mean? Because I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
And then "Pray for Me." So you're working on a new album?
I just like to work, and then Black he pieced together the songs, and then they call it an album. Okay. You know, but I'm just working on the body of life. That's what I call it.
I feel it. Okay, well then let me ask you this. Do you find it hard to stay focused in Compton with all the noise that goes on today?
No, it's actually more, I tell people all the time, because I've been in Compton, we got a car wash and different places, so I'll be there every day, and a lot of people don't understand. But it's like, I done lived in Miami for 4 or 5 years. I didn't travel the world. I done been out the country 3 different times on world tours. It's just like, it's simple. It's simple. Like, ain't nobody looking at you, just the person with the money or the big rapper or none of that. It's all simple. We all talk to each other reckless. We all have each other back. We piece up on everything. You know, we piece up on everything. It's just a simpler way for me. So it's not hard at all. It's only hard when you're faking about something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to you, it's home.
Facts, and it's love there.
Right.
You know, in this industry, people got to, they could show you love, but it's not real. You know, so.
And I think sometimes that people want to draw this picture of what Compton is.
Yeah, facts.
You know, and so what it really is there's beauty in the hood. There's beauty in the city.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? There's beauty when you see people walking down the street and being active and the kids playing. There's beauty in that.
Facts.
So going back to Compton, 5 things that represent Compton for Compton Menace.
5 things. Compton Court Building. Lowrider bikes. The gang culture. And there's a lot of big, smart people in the community.
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you know that Compton has an agricultural area?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. I knew that too.
Like Compton College?
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yes, connecting Compton Cowboys. Like, you be seeing horses.
Yeah,
People don't realize
facts.
this, but there is horses.
Yeah, we got
Compton.
farms. We got our own airport.
Yeah, we got the Compton Airport. And before it closed down for me, it would have been the Compton Indoor Swap Meet.
Yeah, facts.
For me.
Facts.
That was like the landmark for me.
I was kind of mad I was mad at 2 things. When they ripped down Compton High School and just rebuilt everything. They didn't leave nothing original because I'm an alumni there and play ball. And I'm mad when they tore down the Compton Swap Meet because that's just a monument in itself.
Right? That was the city staple right there.
Yeah, they put a Walmart right there now. Guys.
Yes.
It's a big
but
Walmart
the good thing is, I will say about that Walmart is, shout out to ex-Mayor Asia Brown. She made sure that all the employees there were residents of Compton.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
That's what I do.
Yeah, shout out to Asia.
3 Compton rappers that you want to work with.
Man, I didn't work with everybody realistically, but this is what I will say.
What will you say?
I want you to come to Gonzalez Park with K-Day.
Okay.
So you can see how real it is. Like, just come hang out. We're going to barbecue. You'll see. You heard of Wale the Sensei?
Yeah.
He come up there all the time. It just be you'll never know. And it's just right here in the community. And that'll be a good thing for the community to see.
So tell me what goes on, because I'm going to show up, but I need to know what I'm walking into.
It's nice. We got it.
It's a barbecue. Do I need to bring some food?
You could bring some food.
Okay.
But it's so nice. You could bring some food. But I just want you to come experience it. Yeah. I just want you to come experience it with your team. Just so you could have a different insight of what I would say the Mecca is right there at Gonzalez Park.
No, I love that. And now, do you invite the community, or is this a part?
Everybody could come.
Okay. Because, as long as the community's there.
Yeah, for sure. That's all it's about.
What's next for Compton Menace?
These movies coming out, and just, like I always said, I can never be successful because that means that you have to be content with something. You feel me? And I'm always want to do bigger and better. So I'm just working on myself and everything I do to make it bigger and better.
That's what's next. That. No, I do. And I know that you said that you just, go in the studio and you work and your managers all bundle it together and it's a new album. But do we see you touring anytime soon? Yeah, we working on shout out to DJ Paul. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I toured with DJ Paul before, and it's a good experience with the mix of the I would say genres. It's a good experience. And we plan on going back on tour. And I got a Japan tour coming up towards the end of the year, too.
Damn, for real? Yeah, they love hip-hop out there in Japan.
For sure.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, this will be the second time I went to Japan behind the tour.
Were you nervous the first time?
No, it was cool. I actually took my brother, rest in peace, Big Blackout. He's an artist, too. So I told a bunch of dudes, let's go. More dudes that can go, but only one person came with his passport, so it was just me and Blackie out there.
Can we get an LA tour though from Compton?
Nah, facts.
We got to do something like that.
Black working on something after. Where?
The Novo.
At the Novo.
Oh, at the Novo. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Shout out to Black. But no, seriously, I will definitely meet you up. We're gonna meet up in Hub City. CPT will be there, and then also too, I love your song. I love LA.
For sure.
Yeah, we got to go ahead and play it here on K.
Let's get it.
There it is, Compton Menace, baby.